Kraken.
Sorry. I'm really passionate about those people.
You know, Garrett, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Josie,
Man, what would you do if you had $1 million?
Play D&D with you guys on Tuesdays. I don't know.
Probably.
I have to imagine that my lifestyle
play more
wouldn't
D&D.
change a whole lot. I would just buy a
Million.
bunch of goofier stuff for, you know.
$1 million really isn't that much, I feel like.
It's really
Not in today's world.
Buy a middle class house.
They'll take
repair my car once.
Yeah.
half the car.
Buy a nice car. One nice car.
One nice car, exactly.
It's like in Austin Powers when he gets unfrozen. He goes, "I want $1 million."
And they're like, "Oh, okay,
Okay.
Yeah, no problem."
What?
Yeah, fine.
I meant
$1
billion.
Shabaloo, Phillion.
Yeah.
All right, homies. Well, we are live. We got people here. It's
I got the notification that YouTube is
time
live.
to do stuff, baby.
Time to duel.
I gotta
We're
get
not nearly funny enough to talk for 5 hours.
We gotta
So
for 5
Probably
hours.
play
What are we
game,
doing
right?
for 5 hours?
well, you're right. We're not playing that long. I cannot last that long. So
I got bad news, guys. Mitch Flower Power is also live right now. We're competing with Mitch.
Who?
that's
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know who that is.
He says who?
Who that is?
I guess we're not competing with him then. That's fine, go ahead.
I guess we're not.
why don't we go ahead and roll for recap?
Let us do that.
The game's not started.
What? Yeah, it is.
Liar.
Oh, do I have to hit the refresh button?
You may
Try
have to
doing
hit
that.
the refresh button.
Oh.
Oh, looks like
How was I
Rook
supposed to
is
know that?
winning.
Good job, Rook.
Survey says
I mean, thank you.
Bam! Oh, I
Rook
win.
wins.
All right. Well, let me see what I can recall from our last time on House of Dargons. Well, we heard the story of Brannock and the Orc Mages. After leaving the Orc camp, after camping with them for the night, taking a long rest, of course, we head back to my farm, Dwight's farm. We explain everything that's going on to Dwight's cousin Mose. And as we go back into town, Pete stops at Barthen's Provisions, and the rest of us, we made our way to the Stonewall Inn. We all ordered some drinks. While waiting for Pete at the tavern, unfortunately, Pete never showed up, so we stayed up all night drinking. And
Not because I didn't want to. All right.
He chose not to.
Yes. And, you know, Dwight has an iron liver and was fine the next morning. Rev was just barely fine. Bill did not have as good of a time the next morning. But we did go to Barthen's Provisions to stock up on supplies. Elmar gave Pickle Pete a gift, a rapier sword. And finally, we closed out the session, making our way to the Town Master's Hall. On the way, Pete tossed a silver piece aside. And that's
Still
where
don't
we
know
are.
what that did, but Aaron rolled. Yeah. Still don't know what
Where did he toss a coin?
Oh, into the Shrine of Luck.
There you
Shrine of Luck.
go.
No idea what it did, but
It gave you good fortune for this session.
yeah, we'll find out.
Pete's
know
like,
what it
I
did."
have too much money.
It probably is gonna like throw it back at me and cause like 4 points of damage or something. I don't
Always-
know.
You should always pay it forward.
Yeah.
So Rook, I feel like you left out just a little bit about the backstory from the orcs, but I did like your detail everywhere else, so I'm only going to give you a D4.
D4? All right. I respect that.
Hey, we take those.
Yeah.
So
You might need
use
it.
Everybody helps.
use it.
I might need it.
if you need it. There was some good detail shared last session as well about the actual coup and take and kind of separation from the orc tribes that may or may not become relevant in the future if you guys can remember it.
I can remember.
But
it.
anyway, you guys are kind of stuck in town right now after coming out of the town master's hall, after turning in the quests and telling Harbin about his brother and the predicament he's in. Harbin quickly took to work to set up a missive to take to Neverwinter, but said he would handle that through Messenger Bird. Didn't necessarily need you guys to deliver anything. Pretty much all done with the track of that loggers camp. There were no quests on the board, and you find yourself with most of a day left yet. For now, you have the day yours to mess around in Phandalin. Is there anything you guys want to do?
We've just got time to spare, nothing going on.
You find yourself with the rare opportunity to relax after days of rushing around and near-death experiences. Welcome to your day off.
Is this the morning? Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna get called in.
I'm gonna have to work anyway.
Yeah, I
guys
feel
are
like
on
somebody's
call.
gonna call.
Yeah, it's about midday. Yeah, after
Yeah.
you did your messing around with Barthen or Elmar, and you went and visited the town master hall. Now you all do have a lot more money to spend, and time to do so.
And Bill is happy today.
Let's do it. It'll be good for the economy.
We're going to stimulate the economy. What a great idea.
Well, I don't see why not.
Perhaps there's somebody that, like a brain doctor that could help me with my fluctuating mood. One that might decurse me.
Why don't you guys tell me what you guys want to look for, and I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna go. Isn't Lion Shield Coster like a blacksmith almost?
Yeah, it's a smithy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if he's got anything up for trade.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna also tell the party like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna go to Lion Shield Coster, and then it's a kind of a blacksmith of sorts. You know, he's got things to trade, but he's also a crafter, so can possibly make something you might want.
Well, if we're all gonna be heading around town, well, let's decide on a place and time to meet at the end of the day.
That's a good point. What do you guys think? Does anyone have anything going on later? Gotta let your dog out or something?
I don't
They
see
don't
why
have
we
a dog,
couldn't.
no.
I don't see why we couldn't meet at the Stonehill Inn at sundown.
Sundown. What time is it now? Like mid-afternoon? Midday?
I thought he said it was early morning.
Is it early morning?
Oh, it was
It's
like
about midday.
early midday.
Yeah.
Midday.
I don't
Let's,
care the
um,
time. It was just for the night. We'll meet there for the night.
And it's fairly busy out. You see people shopping and there's some local stalls around in the center square there, and
Sure.
some
Sure.
people set up carts, and people are going from place to place as normal life is going on.
Yeah, let's say this Stonehill Inn, but if you see one another, don't be strangers.
Who are you?
That's right, old man. I think that's a bit of dementia coming in there.
Peter, perhaps you and I should travel the town together.
Why? So we can fight?
Doesn't that sound fun? Just a little bit of verbal sparring, you and me.
Yeah, sure. I'll show you around the town. Like put you in that shrine of luck too, like that coin. Leave you there.
I don't forget the how it ended up working out for that young orc that was at least 3 times your size. I bullied him right out of the ring. All I gotta do is flex my muscles.
I just turned your stream on and had an echo on the both sides. It was so loud.
My muscles.
Yeah, my ear muscles. All right, yeah, let's go. Well, I'm heading to Lion Shield Coster with old man Jenkins over there. So if anyone wants to come by, that's great. But if not, we'll meet at Stonehill Inn at sundown.
Cool. All right. So the Coster is literally across the street from the Town Master. You guys have seen it. You've heard it, the clinking of striking of metal on stone. It is a single story wood framed building with a blue shingled roof, moss covered walls. The smell and scattering of smut and smoke and just kind of grease where there isn't moss is just kind of covering the sides of the house. There is a very thick stone kind of backing where the chimney and the forge kind of lie at the back of it. As you walk in the front, you see a sign hanging above the door, which is very familiar to you. It's a wooden sign shaped like a shield with a blue line painted on it, and it says Lion Shields. Pete, you would know this from your experience in town that this blacksmith is one of several owned by the Lion Shields company. It's a merchant company that's based somewhere out of this town, but this is kind of a local franchise. The owner of this is a woman by the name of Lenine Greywind.
Lenine. I like that name.
As you walk into the shop, you see a front room, which you can only assume is the storefront, and in there's multiple types of different martial weapons and simple weapons and crossbows and ammunition of various sorts. You see pitons and kind of other sharp metal instruments. She likely deals in a multitude of different types of metalworking. There is no one currently working the front desk, but you do see plenty of weapons and things strewn about. In the back, you hear a tung, tung, tung. It's safe to assume she's probably working on something new.
Ooh, she did she already quenched the blade? All right. I heard the sounds like a quench. Yeah, I watched Forge and Fire.
I know.
What's that, Peter?
Is she like in the back?
It is assumed so, yes.
Okay. And is there anything in this room with us?
Certainly, like people or things.
Describe the room. What's on the
Yes,
walls?
you see,
what's around?
you see wooden kind of training dummies that have various different types of armors hung on them. You see some chain mails. You see some leather, studded leather. You see cloth armaments just kind of hung up. She probably didn't forge cloth armaments. She probably bought them. But you know what? Doesn't really matter. It is a merchant company at the core.
Resellers, I tell you.
Shields and swords and weapons. You can find pretty much anything you're looking for. And if it's simple enough, if you don't see it, she could probably make it.
Is there any daggers hanging on the
Certainly,
wall or like in a case?
There are. Yep. If you go up to the front, there are a bunch of very nice knives, daggers, etc. Within the glass.
Within the glass. Okay. I'm gonna.
Who did the? I'm sorry. Can you remind me who's in this room?
Me and Bill.
Right.
Bill and I.
Bill, I do want to just call your
Bill.
attention. I do want to just call your attention quickly to on one of the weapons racks next to a heavy set of plate armor. There is a couple of spears and a single halberd laying in the rack.
I have recently, I'll say to Bill, to Pete. I recently got the hankering to re-up on my halberd skills. What do you think of that there on the wall? You see it over there, son?
Looks a little heavy for you, huh, there, Pipsqueak?
Let me remind you about that orc yesterday. Or
You want me
the
to?
other
You want me
day.
to go get her? Want me to go get her?
Yes,
how much
I
that
mean,
is?
I'm bashful. She's such a lovely-looking lady.
You can see her from there. All right, let's go get her.
You can see her from there because she's behind the wall.
All right.
You gonna go
All
call
right.
for her?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in the door, do the good old fashioned, like you're walking into
You're gonna do
somebody's.
that friendly
that, like-
Midwest. I'm walking
like-
in, knock, knock, knock. Hey, anyone
Yeah,
home?
as I'm walking
Yeah,
in.
obviously,
anyway.
you're already in the kitchen with your shoes off.
Yeah.
Saying,
yeah,
hey,
I'm-
anyone home? Coming in.
Yep, I'm already in the refrigerator at this point. So yeah, I'm just gonna go go do a little bit of knocky knocks and see if she's around.
Yeah, as you call out to her, you say, "Hey, Lenine, where you at?" She responds, "Oi, what do you want? I'm busy here."
Too busy to make a couple of bucks, a couple of gold schmeckles.
All right. Yes, I'll be right there. Give me a minute.
I'm gonna turn to Bill, who obviously
Customers.
heard that, and be like, she's coming right up.
Oh, I can always count on you, Peter.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on me always.
I can sometimes count on you, son.
There we go.
You see, a youngish, young middle-aged woman, wearing
A
kind
spring
of
chicken.
tight-fitting leather clothes to keep herself safe. She's got a apron smock tied back, and her hair is up, and got grease marks and kind of soot all around. Frankly, just filthy. She's got light, kind of blonde hair again, mixed with the smut. Looks dark in spots, and then again, it's braided in the back. She comes back out, wiping her chest. Okay, what are you bothered me for? What now?
Buddy wants to look at the wants to look at that.
Well, then have a
halberd
look
over
at it.
there.
It's right there. What do you want to know about it?
How much is the price,
It's
you old
damn
bag?
well made, that's for sure. I can tell you that much.
Nobody questioned your blacksmithing.
Well, do you want it
all
or
right?
not?
It's not for me. So I'm gonna get in an argument with her.
Well, then what are you talking to me for?
Miss, I'm interested in that halberd. How?
Shoots it your way. Oh, well, sir, are you you're interested in the halberd? It's
I am, in fact.
it is I must say it's one of my pride and joys.
It
That
looks
works
Why are you so nice to
masterful.
them? Why are you so nice to
And
him
now
about
the
it?
Because
Peter-
you respect
Peter-
your elders, you dingnut. Of course I'm gonna be nice to
No,
him.
say
Look
it,
how old
say
he
it.
is.
Say it. You know you wanted to say it.
Man.
Peter, the grown-ups are talking. Ma'am, the halberd does in fact look like it's masterfully crafted.
It is some of my best work. I'm not gonna lie. I spent a couple of days on that one, and you can see it is beautifully polished. It's got engravings and sleek lines. Looks like an eyeball kind of graved into with a slight amber gem in the center of right between the axe hilt of it, and it's really nice. There's a red cloth kind of tied off for ornament, and at the other end you see and first of all it's a very clean leather metal swirling pole shaft, and at the end is a nice rounded tip with a little bit of a spiked ball at the end. She goes, honestly, some rich guy out of Neverwinter was supposed to order this, put in a special call to my shop, and I'm the best blacksmith around here. She tugs on her apron. But that jerk kind of backed out at last minute. So
The only blacksmith around here.
I am the best blacksmith for a
Yep.
fortnight, you punk.
Yep.
Peter, perhaps you should not talk.
All right. I'm gonna mosey on over to the counter where the daggers are. Is somebody behind the counter, or is it just her?
It's just her right now.
I'm gonna steal one of the daggers.
All right, make a sleight of hand check. Well, first of all, yeah, make a sleight of hand check to see if you can open the glass without. Well, all right, you're gonna have to make a few rolls.
That's good.
Make
Sleight
a
of hand?
stealth check, a sleight
Okay,
of
hold on.
hand, and a sleight of hand.
Okay, so stealth. Let's do
Yep.
this in order.
Yep.
All right, stealth. Stealth. Boom. 22. And then sleight of hand. 16.
Okay.
Sleight of hand. 16.
All right, make an investigation check now.
Investigation. 15.
Okay. So you, as she's talking to the to Bill, you kind of just sneak into her blind spot. You go behind the counter. You open it up. Just kind of give it a look. Grab. Shows it. Lock it back up.
It's mine now.
Does Bill see that if this happened behind her?
Make yes, probably, because stealth does not mean invisibility.
He became a ghost.
Yes, you probably would see that happening, and you may not have seen him, Pete, but you did see the glass open, and then yeah, you saw some movement. You didn't necessarily see Pete steal it, I would say.
I was
Okay.
messing
But
with stuff.
but you saw movement back there. So something's clearly up. If you wanted to investigate, you could stop talking and go and look.
I'm interested in this halberd, and I don't want the opportunity ruined.
Yeah, so okay. Anyway, I'll cover your dagger when you investigate it later.
That's fun.
So yes, this it's a beautifully ordained and very nice halberd, honestly.
Ma'am, I'm no rich man, but I would love to purchase that halberd if it's for sale.
This halberd sure is for sale. I've been trying to get rid of this guy for, well, pretty much since before I made it. That was the whole point of the order. Anyway, yeah, I would love to get rid of it. Let me look up the cost on it in the ledger.
I used to
goes
train
over
with
to
halberds back in the day.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh,
And I'm
right.
looking to get back into wielding one.
Well, okay. I just want you to know that this is rather heavy. This is about a 12-pound head on the halberd. The whole pole, the whole thing is probably about 18 pounds. It's a lot to swing around, especially for someone of your experience.
Oh, that was a very kind way to say that I'm an elderly man. But if we were to pay attention to my character token, I think I can carry it.
So the halberd. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that halberd is quite a piece of work. It was supposed to be sold for 20 gold pieces to the schmucks out in Neverwinter.
Well, I would happily pay that.
Then I would happily sell it to you.
Let's let me get my coin.
20 gold.
20 gold.
Inventory. I'll give her 25.
You're going to give her 25 for it?
Yeah. For being
She goes-
such a nice, hard-working smith. This, I don't think that you get the respect that you deserve.
You're damn right. And I'm glad to see that you recognize. I'll remember this, old man. Thank you very much for your patronage.
Quick question.
Yes.
Do you have any rapiers, possibly? I've got the dagger in my back pocket, right?
Yeah, you've already pocketed it. Yeah,
Heard.
that's gone. You sigh. You hear her sigh. Yes, Peter.
Hey, I have money this time.
You have money.
I have money this time. Bill, don't I have money?
Oh, we did just receive payment for a job, so unless
Thank
he
you.
blew it already.
Yep, it's my own money.
A job.
I'll still take it from you. Don't think I don't have Lamborghinis that'll just run away from you. You watch your attitude. I'm a paying customer this time.
She walks over to where she has the swords and she grabs a wooden sword off the wall and she goes, you might be able to afford this.
No.
It's a training sword."
Give me a shiny one. Shiny rapier. Come on. You've got it back there.
She puts it up. Yeah, I have a couple of rapiers.
All right. Where?
She
what do they
kind of
look
goes
like?
up. She has like there's like a wine barrel that has many different sword hilts kind of sticking into it. She goes up to and starts ruffling. She goes, I really like this one. It's much too nice for you. She says very curtly.
You don't know how much money I have, ma'am. All right.
She goes back and she pulls this out, and it's honestly, it's really pretty. It is a beautiful sword. Somehow she was able to make the steel give more of like a reddish hue to the blade and to the metalworking that she did.
How much is it?
It's clearly metal, but it is
How much is it? Yeah.
particularly beautiful, and it's got like this circular hilt that has like a gap in the middle, so it looks like a ring around, and a beautiful swirl for the hand grip and the pommel. And then she's chosen to dye the leather purple, and so and she uses a combination of red and purple in the handle to give this beautiful, sleek, elegant rapier. She goes, again, too much for you, I'm sure. This
Does
beauty,
she let me touch it?
are you gonna try to touch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab it.
Fine. Then she lets you hold it.
All right. I'm gonna just give it a check out while she's talking.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
It's well balanced. It fits really. It is a comfortable, well weighted rapier, and it could do really well. It is checking my ledger. This rapier. She goes, now some of the less impressive rapiers, probably more your speed, Peter, go for about 20 to 15 on the low end. This one though, this one's art. This one's 25.
I got that. Who do you
You
think I
have
am?
25.
I got that.
I know
got-
who you are. I
I
know
got
who you
more
are.
than that. I got
Peter.
more than that.
Mr. Gutter Rat. You ain't got no 25.
Hey.
Peter,
I've
I
got-
think you have the reputation of being broke.
Yeah. You stay out of this, old man. I've got more than double that. Thank you. We just did a job that paid
Let me see it.
150
See it.
gold. I'm gonna grab. I've got 67 gold. I'm just gonna like.
Peter, just give her the money. Give her the damn money. You don't have to
Yeah.
prove anything here, Peter.
I'm gonna just start bouncing coins off the counter.
You're just-
Boing, boing. I'm gonna just plinkoing coins at her.
Peter, this is a rude way to pay for things.
That was a rude way for her to talk to me.
Well, you could have just bought it instead of getting all defensive.
She's catching them. She's putting them down. She's catching them. She's putting them down. She goes, I never would have expected you to have this much money. You sure you didn't kill anyone?
No, I killed a couple of people, yes.
Were they
Did
with my
we?
weapons?
Actually, I don't think I used any of yours, actually.
Peter,
might have
all
been.
we killed was bugs.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh.
bugs are people, too.
I guess the orcs did attack us, too.
Did.
Bugs are people too, I guess. Well, Peter, color me surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure doing business with you, surprisingly. Ooh, that felt awful to say.
Yeah.
All right, are
bet
you
it- I
done
bet it
here?
did.
Can I go back to work now?
Hey, give me my rapier.
Yeah, you have it. She never actually took it back from you if you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, I still have it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well, get lost, sir. It was, and she looks at you, Bill. Sir, it was excellent serving you. If you ever have any other needs, please think of me, the best blacksmith in the area.
I just
first.
showed you I have another 40 gold, and you're gonna just be ignorant. You don't want my money? I'll take it all. I'll spend it all at the bar tonight.
Peter, you already purchased a beautiful weapon from her.
Yeah, and it's about to go right back in her if she keeps this up.
Now, Peter, I have this cool halberd, and
We're
I
just
will
gonna
have
start
to
bickering over whose weapon's cooler. I like that.
look at the
Pete-
gem encrusted on this
Pete,
thing.
you
Yes.
catch out of the corner of your eye. Well, what's your passive perception,
Who's?
Passive perception
Pete?
is passive perception 14.
You do happen to catch just out of the corner of your eye. She gives you a wink as she turns around.
What's that supposed to mean?
She's
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Now, Peter, it seems like we need to work on your reputation around here.
Hey, that's long gone, old man. All right.
Hey. Then, if we're at rock bottom, the only way to go is up. And it sounds like you're damn close to rock bottom.
Now, Bill, let's address a couple. Let's go over your items real quick. So you have a kind of like it is like you've dealt with halberds before, okay? And a typical halberd is a 1d10 slashing heavy reach two-handed weapon. It takes everything you have to whirl it around. This is heavier than what you normally use. This is a heavy weighted halberd, and it does a 1d12 slashing, a little bit more than your standard halberd. But God, is it beautiful! It is shiny, it is chrome, it is eternal, it is nice, and it feels good. You kind of give it a swing when you're outside, making sure no one's in your area, and it's got good balance.
Oh,
When you start spinning
sorry,
it,
Pete, I almost got
it
you.
starts whirling. Make it real easy to hit that bonus
Do it.
action, butt end attack. So I'll work on getting you that item later. But just keep a mental note that it is a 1d12 halberd. And
Me.
I think your bonus action is to use the blunt end, which isn't necessarily blunt, because there is a point at the end of it. So instead of bludgeoning, it is piercing damage, and that is again I think a 1d4 still, but it is piercing type. Good. Any questions about it?
Bill is happy. He was already happy, and now he's a happy boy.
Yeah, you got that strapped to your back. It is big. It is a tall weapon. A little taller than you. So, Pete, you have two items. You have the beautiful, fancy rapier that I described to you as having like a reddish hue to the steel with a purple and red leather hilt. That
Mhm.
is yours. She did provide you with a scabbard to sheath it. So it is it is a purple sheath, very thin because they're thin blades. So thin sheath, and then it has gold metal fixings around it. And then your dagger you stole, which you definitely don't feel even a little bit of regret for.
Not in the slightest, no.
Not even a little bit.
The two weapons that I was using before, the Elmar's blade and whatnot, stolen from her.
So you see,
As if she would recognize it.
so
Kind of
you
explains
see,
a lot.
as you pull it out and you kind of look at it, it's pretty good looking. Certainly sharp. It looks like it has kind of a curved back blade with some like notches or almost like ridges and waves on the spine of that dagger. It meets it almost looks like a face, kind of like a bestial face at the hilt where the hand guard is. And then it is a green and black leather laced handle with a solid gold cap at the back. It looks pretty well made. I mean, Bill, I mean, your first impression is these are beautiful works of art and well crafted for sure. Definitely worth its money.
Peter, I
you
don't
got some good stuff.
understand how you can be so rude to that woman.
Oh, she started it.
Look at the craftsmanship, son. Isn't this gorgeous, gorgeous craftsmanship?
Make
Hey,
a history check for me, Bill, real quick.
I think that Albert's got a little wee in it.
Pete, I think you're going to have a little wee in you.
Hey, who's you got in mind?
No!
Yeah, no, you're good. It's good. So you've spent a lot of time around weapons, and you've seen a lot of different crafters and blacksmiths supply the arena. And these are very good quality. You might actually believe her claim that she might be one of the best blacksmiths. It's
I
a shame
have
she's
no
out here in the
reason
breeze.
to doubt it.
Now what? What are you other guys doing?
Yeah, what's everyone else doing? I'm stealing stuff.
So, Rev might seem like he's wandering around aimlessly, but he's actually trying to observe the way people are interacting in this town.
Yeah. Okay. So where would you like looking at the kind of town map, recognizing that in that central square there is a little bit of a plaza. It's not certainly as big as it's not certainly as big as like the day you guys arrived there was a whole caravan that came in. But there's a few market stalls opened up. But other than that, you have people wandering from building to building. People are coming and going very steadily from Stonehill Inn. You see people coming from down the road past Lancaster to the miners' exchange. You see people that look like they have been working long hours coming from some of the local fields. If you're kind of camped out in that central square by the Shrine of Luck, you're going to see a good number of people walking about. You see a handful of people going hand in hand with their significant others walking through. You see some kids running around playing stickball. You see some dogs and cats here and there wandering around the village. It's surprisingly calming. The almost degree of lack of worry that these individuals all have, they definitely seem content with where they're at. It seems. Is anything you're looking for specifically, or anything you're trying to clue in on?
No, I think this type of environment is very foreign to Rev. Rev would be used to maybe some rough housing, maybe a lot of people preparing for their daily battles or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so the I think it's mostly a study. Is there
Yeah.
anybody in particular that seems to notice Rev or lock eyes?
Make a perception check.
I would love to.
I also don't know why I have this scene in my head that you're like studying people. Meanwhile, Dwight is sitting right next to you with the most emptiest like look and just awkwardness possible. I don't know if that's actually happening, Dwight, but that's just in my mind what I went with.
Headcanon.
Yeah, definitely silently observing, and when nothing else is going on, studying closely the craftsmanship of various buildings and the masonry for no reason.
Yes, they're very They are not the bestly like they are not the most well crafted buildings in the world. You know this area, and it's been kind of raised several times before. Um, this is the most recent attempt at building a civilization here. It's very pivotal. This is a very key location for Neverwinter. So Neverwinter is invested in this space, but some of these buildings are definitely rebuilt. Some of the stone foundation is original, and you've seen it multiple times with multiple different buildings on top of it. Um, but yes, noted. Rev, I mean, you see some people throwing an odd glare at you. I mean, it's not too often that they see um, someone of your genetics in this square, sitting right next to a awkward looking elf, who they may or may not have recognized. It's hard to tell, though Dwight does have a very particular look. Um, but no one that you can tell at least is giving you like the stink eye for being there. And after a little bit, you do see a couple of guards passing through and heading towards the front of town to the main gate.
Are the
Um,
guards the only people that I noticed that are armed?
um, with that perception check, yes, because they're the only ones blatantly carrying.
Interesting.
And then Bill's halberd is just.
And then Bill comes through, and you're just like, oh.
Dwad, what do you suppose those guardsmen are up to?
I'm not sure. I can never really quite tell person's intention by looking at them or their expression. I'm not sure why.
Well, where I come from, follow the armed folks, and that's where you find the action. So I say we head the direction they're headed.
Very well. Let's go.
We just kind of follow the guards to wherever they're going.
You see the guards pass you, and then you look at each other. You stand up and you follow them in a aggressive way that I'm sure they're gonna.
They
sure
stand up
respond well to.
abruptly and and do a
Put
lot
their
of
hoods
jerky,
on.
quick movements.
Yeah,
Guards
so you
love
follow
sudden
them.
movements.
You follow them. You're a little bit ways back. They head straight towards the front gate, where you see them meet up with the other set of guards who are working the front gate. It looks like it's a kind of change of arms, so to say. It's a position swap.
All right, and which way did we go? I'm sorry, I was
You're
looking
out.
at the
You're
map.
out towards Barthen's provisions.
Oh, that way.
Yep.
All right. I I didn't know what to do. I
This
suppose
is
Rev. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is maybe off-puttingly calm for
Yeah,
you.
Rev is familiar with the concept of like guarding the front and
Yes.
changing the guard and stuff, right? That's not like a foreign
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah. For sure. For
Okay.
sure.
Well, Dwight, I thought maybe they was headed to some action, but it looks like they're just headed to protect the front gate there.
Hmm. Well, that's not nearly as exciting, but I suppose we could continue perusing the town to see if we find anything else that might be interesting.
Yeah, let's go down another street and see if we can find something interesting.
So yeah, you
Worst
head
case
back
scenario,
toward.
I can look at more craftsmanship. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So you head back in towards town, and again you pass Barthen's Provisions. You've been on this main stretch a few times. Would you like to turn right or left at Stonehill Inn and go down which road?
I feel like we would take a left and go down
Okay.
Yes.
So you head
that
down.
road
You
with
see
nothing.
several houses, all filled with the sounds of either some with children, some you hear some dogs barking in the back of these houses. There's a few people on the street, very quiet. Once you got off the main road, it's definitely slowed down. Make perception checks, the both of you, as you're kind of looking around on things.
I will perceive.
I will perceive.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
nothing's getting by me.
Yeah, so Dwight, as you guys are walking through this kind of, quiet side street, you actually noticed past one of these houses, there's a open kind of farm lot, and there you see a handful of chickens, a couple of horses, and there's a ox that looks pretty familiar to you. You do see Vinny back behind, next to, again, there's like a cattle shed there, and there is also like a small like shed with some like hay strewn about. You put two to two together that this might be Elmar's house, and I mean it makes sense because Vinny is there. As you guys keep walking, unless you guys are gonna stop.
In passing, I just immediately point. It's Vinny, and then walk on. So I have to comment on it while passing.
It's just like me, dude. You can't go past a cow farm and not say cow farm.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll say moo.
Moo. As you guys continue a bit more, you do see a large hill roll out in front of you. At the top, it looks like there is there's some sort of structure. You can't really tell from the bottom without going up all the way up there. Make another perception check.
What are the odds?
About 1 in 20.
Dwight, you again are very, very in tune with observing the architecture. Rev is looking for more for people, for situations, for civilization, not necessarily taking in all of his surroundings right now. You do hear the faintest cry for help coming from up the hill. You hear, "Help! Anyone! Mom!"
Someone's calling for help. Just up the hill. And then without explaining further, I just break into a freakish elf run straight toward the danger.
Todd, where are you going?
I don't answer. I'm just running straight toward the danger. I'm locked in.
Locked in.
I'm
I
imagining like a Forrest Gump kind of run.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I guess Rev takes off at maybe a 3/4 speed pace. Dwight is sprinting, right?
Yes.
At a confused run pace.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I need to stay
I
near him, but
guess.
also, what are we doing?
We're fighting someone?
The
I'll probably
path
be-
winds up, and as you guys are running, and he's sprinting and getting further away from you, but as you get closer, you start hearing it too. You hear a, "Help, mommy!" You hear some coughing.
Oh, is it Garrett up there?
Okay.
Got him.
As
If
you-
I
Could have
hear
been.
that,
It could
if
have
I
been.
hear that, then I'll start sprinting as well to at least keep pace.
Yeah.
But I'll probably be behind Dwight a little ways.
Yes. You'll be a bit behind. As you guys reach the top, what you see is a mostly collapsed barn building of some sort. It looks like some large storage that might have been originally a mayor's kind of complex, but this has been more ruined and not rebuilt, maybe due to lack of area around it. There's dust and everything, and you hear what sounds like. Well, actually, make another perception check now that you're at the top.
Both of us?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
There's a few trees growing and moss is covering the side. It's mostly a wood structure. You see piles of rubble on the outside and areas where the walls have kind of caved in. Dwight, you do hear, and you hear it too, but the problem is just where is it coming from, right? If someone's in danger, how do we get to them? But Dwight, you're able to ascertain that this is coming from inside. This is a sound that's coming from deep within inside this house.
How close would Rev be at this point?
He's right behind you, so he's now catching up.
Okay. I look back as I'm running and point straight at the house. And without saying anything, I just point at the house and then continue sprinting into it.
Okay, where are you going to come into this house? So you see the front door. There is a front door that's kind of open and kind of just hanging loosely by one hinge. Now you see a pile of rubble kind of off to the side. It looks like there might be an opening off to the right side. You could go around to see if there's others.
I'll start with the front door. Just
Okay.
the obvious.
As you walk in, there is a total mess. First of all, you even touch the door a little bit, and it's gonna fall completely off of its hinges. It just you see some fallen beams and cross. It's gonna be tight work getting through here. There's tons of splintered wood and just a mess at the front. It looks like this opening landing is kind of caved in. What are you gonna do?
Do I still hear the person calling for help?
Mommy!
I advance toward the sound and try to pinpoint the location.
You try taking a step further. You're gonna have to try. It's gonna be pretty tough to get through some of these gaps in the wood that's fallen. So go ahead and make a acrobatics and or athletics check if you're gonna try making your way through this.
Let's see here. Is that acrobatics? Here we go. I'll do that one.
That's acrobatics.
Yeah.
The rolls are hot.
All right. You find yourself, you climb in, you kind of like pull yourself up and over using your really tall frame. You can give yourself a jump. You get in, you make it into this next pile, which again, you're kind of like getting through all these. Think about like a bunch of crossing 2x4s and beams that have just kind of collapsed around you. It was clear there was a second floor to this house that has mostly come crashing down at this point. You didn't hear any crashes, so presumably this has been here for a while. And if you were a smaller statue, this might be a lot easier. You can kind of ascertain a bit and assume that this is probably a small child that just comes and plays here. Probably not a safe thing, but you're able to get halfway in. Rev, are you going to try following right behind him?
If it's difficult to navigate, it's probably not something Rev would go straight into.
Are you going to go
But-
look around the outside?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the back and see if there's an alternate way to get in there.
Yep. Yeah, so as you go along the side, you do see a portion of the wall that has fallen in. And you can see right into the main hearth of the room you can kind of hear Dwight still working through the like the rubble in the front passageway, but there is a way to get right into the room.
Oh, well, let me try to get after it.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw. Good work. As you walk in, the first time you put your fully geared shield, mace carrying self on these boards, you immediately hear a and the ground begins to give way right underneath of you. But in a moment of pure instinct, you lunge back and land on the ground, narrowly avoiding a fall. As that happens, you hear who's there? Anyone, can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you. What's going on down there?
I fell. The floor gave out and I fell. I'm in the back. I hurt my leg.
What are you in the basement?
Yes, I think so.
Well, shoot, don't panic. We're trying to come get you, all right?
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Lilia.
Lilia? Well, we're coming for you, all right? Just hang in tight.
Okay. Dwight, as you're still stuck in the middle of this rubble, go ahead and make another acrobatics or athletics check to try getting out of it.
Oh, the dice are telling a story tonight.
He's a flip elf. He's doing it.
He's doing twirls.
Easy enough. You climb up. You kind of get over. You hear this exchange going on because you're very perceptive, and
Spin move.
yeah. You use boost to get through, and man, you're through the last one, and you find yourself boom on the other side of this door. You see Rev to your right, kind of on the ground, a hole where he was standing, and you're on the main floor.
All right. And so, am I able to hear at the same rate that Rev would hear the child?
Yeah, you heard everything too. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna stand there awkwardly for a second and call out, "Child, identify your location again. I'm here to rescue you."
I think I'm in the basement. I fell. I hurt my leg.
All right. I'm gonna attempt to navigate to the basement then.
Okay. So you see again the outside, and then you see there's a room towards the back of this building that has no door, open. You don't see any rubble. You see another room with a door closed to your left. And again, there is a wooden floor, and you see some cracks and some holes kind of scattered throughout.
I'm gonna try opening the closed door.
Okay. So you're just gonna walk over to it?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
I had a feeling that was coming. Let's see here.
And
dirty.
as you're taking a couple of steps, you see some of the holes, and you're like, wait a minute, this might not be structurally sound anymore for an adult male. Whoa, my goodness! And you kind of jump back to where you were because you knew that was safe. Make a perception check. You do avoid falling. Or make an investigation check. I'm sorry, make an investigation check. Rev, I assume at this point you've gathered your feet and you're going to try coming a certain direction. You see the same room setup. There's the open room in the back, and then the one that's closer to Dwight with the shut door.
Okay,
Where are you going to start making your way?
Where's the? Do I see a hole in the ground somewhere?
There's the one that you just almost walked onto for sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check as well.
I would like to investigate this.
Yeah, let's see the floor.
I'm really good at investigating.
Let's check out the floor. Yep, you
disagree.
I mean, there's holes spread out throughout the area. Good luck.
luck.
Dwight, there's a couple of points that you see definitely some support under. The floor joists haven't quite given out. Certainly closer to the wall is going to be safer because there's actual support and not as much rot on the edges there. You can make your way to that door now that you've taken the time to actually look at your surroundings.
Very well. I will do so.
All right. You go over. Door's locked.
Let me try to remember my
How far away is that door from where I am? Do you know?
That door is about 15 feet.
What's my jumping distance? Do I know that?
It is, yes. So jumping distance, I believe, is based on your strength modifier. You leap equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. Move at least 10 feet before jumping. So what is your strength modifier?
+2.
All right, so you can jump 5 feet.
That's not quite far enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got any
I feel
rope?
like that's you and
I
your
do have a
rope.
rope. That's what I'm trying to get over there so I can drop a rope down.
You and your rope.
Are you guys still there? I heard some crashing.
No
You're
child,
not
we're no
child?
longer there.
Don't panic, Lillian. We're still here.
Okay. It's dark.
Okay, I'm gonna try to navigate to the door the same way that Dwight did.
All right. Your first step into the room, you kind of pick a spot that seems sturdy based close to a wall. Holds. Take another step. Holds. You're able to make it. Where are you trying to go? Are you trying to go to the locked door?
Yeah.
You're able to navigate, and it gets particularly risky as you get about 10 feet in. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. First 5, first 10 were fine. As you go to make that last trek towards the door,
I do also get. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I get while holding my shield I can add my shield's AC to any dex saving throw, which would be 2, right?
that would be. Yep.
Okay.
So, you're able to you take another step. You hear that that familiar cracking and about to crumble sound. The floor is about to give way. You use your back foot. You just kind of give enough of a hop. You clear out as the floor breaks below, and you make it over by the door.
All right. What do I have? I have a mace. I attack the door with my mace.
Roll for hit. You hit. Do your damage.
Let's go. I didn't know what else to do.
I was looking for something I could do as well, and that
You
Oh,
take
hold
out your
on.
mace.
Hold
Okay.
on. You're gonna hate all this nonsense because I got a bunch of stuff for my shield when
I don't hate any of it.
I know. Channel divinity when. Hold on. I just saw it. There's something about re-rolling my damage die. Savage attacks. Nope. That's for critical hits. Never mind. I don't get to do anything.
You'll do nothing unlike it. You take your mace. You just you put a giant hole in this door. You can see through it, but you didn't quite knock it down.
Can I reach through and try to unlock the door from the other side now that there's a
Sure.
hole in it?
Make a dexterity check. Sleight of hand, maybe.
Whatever you say, boss. What do you want to do?
Yeah, sleight of hand feels like the thing with the wrists. Try to get it in there and
Yeah.
just yeah.
I did a really
Ow,
good
my
job.
wrists. My carpal tunnel.
Yeah, you couldn't quite get to it based on where you put the hole. I mean, you could always try again.
I'm gonna attack again.
Okay. Rook, do you want or Dwight? Do you want to hit the door?
I do want to hit the door. I'm trying to figure out
Smack door.
best. Yeah, I'm gonna use.
Hits.
Hmm. I guess I'll just use my sickle.
Just fighting a door and losing.
How do I get back out of this?
You gonna go for sickle damage?
I'm gonna try sickle damage.
All right. Hit for sickle. Sickle mode.
Oh, it's sickle mode. It's a 15 hit.
That's a sickle hit.
All right. 2 damage.
2 damage. You take your sickle after you see the first hit. You're like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. You put it in. It gets stuck in the door a bit. Like, dang it! You're trying to pull. Meanwhile, Rev just winds up and does it again. This time, he aims right for where the lock would be and completely smashes it. The door goes flying and shatters on the other end. Make it a strength saving throw for me, Dwight.
He's not very strong.
I'm not. That's not my strong suit.
Ah,
Wow.
All right.
that's good. I like
You
that.
walked into that one.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Surprisingly enough, you have a good grip on that sickle, and you pull it out just as the door goes flying. Inside, you see a dark, kind of cobwebby room. It has a door. It looks like there's a door off to your left towards the direction of the front of the house, and then there is what looks like a stairwell to your right. The door on that is off, by the way.
Whoa.
Is it a
Lala, are
stairwell
you in
to
there?
the-
You kind of hear from back behind you now more. It kind of seems like under and back. I'm still down here. Hurry, please.
All right, we're making progress. So just keep calm. We're headed down there.
You guys
Is
gonna
there a
walk into the
hole?
room?
Is there a hole in the floor in this room?
Make an investigation check for me.
I would love to.
You can
Do
make
the
one too,
same.
Dwight. Yeah. Fool me once. This
The
room
dice saith.
is surprisingly well intact though. So far it looks like there's no holes in the ground.
Wow.
Yet.
All right. I'll head over to the other door.
The one that heads down to the basement.
I suppose if that's the one on the left.
Oh, the one on the left that's shut.
Oh, I can tell that the other door goes to the basement.
Yeah, so you see so on to your left there's a shut door.
Mm-hmm.
To your right you see a stairwell that you could get closer and try determining which direction the stairs go. You definitely see it's dark in here. You have dark vision, don't you?
I do.
You see there's stairs that go up and down.
Actually, I think Dwight also has dark vision.
Oh, perfect. You guys are. It's daytime in
It's
here.
the perfect team for this.
Dungeon builders.
Meanwhile, Bill and I have been like, I don't know, dude. I can't see. I can't see.
Okay,
You
yeah.
two
Well,
you
I'll head
two would
over.
have been fun in here.
Can I investigate the stairs to see if they're stable enough to go down?
Make an investigation check. That's a good question. You may do that. You think so?
All right, I'll head down the stairs.
All right. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Yay! I do get another +2 on top of that too. So 20 total.
One of the boards breaks, and you're able to catch yourself on the one you were. There is a railing you're able to hold on. It wasn't a terribly high challenge, but you did avoid falling just a little bit. Dwight, I assume you're following right behind.
And yes.
You make it down to the bottom, and again, this is now darker than dark. You guys only can see for about 30 feet, and even that, it is very muted colors. It is not like looking outside at the sun, right, kind of thing. Like there's no sunlight here. There is not even a trace where you're at. As you feet find purchase on what feels like a kind of stone, solid, dirt crusted floor. In the room you're in right now, there are, from what you can tell, there's not a lot of rubble on the ground, but you do see you're encased in a room with what seems like four walls. There's a door on the far side that looks like it is mirroring the room you were just in.
Laura, are you down here? Can you hear me?
And it sounds really muffled. Hello? It seems like probably coming from a different portion of the basement.
Like behind the door?
Potentially. There might be a wall between you now.
Dwight, I think she's in that room over there. We got to get over there.
I sprint into action again, and I run for that room. Wordlessly.
Okay.
And wordlessly.
Okay, hold on. I love this. This is why we have fun here. Okay. Okay, as you run through the darkness, you feel you get to the door. You do. But you are covered in tons of webbing. And you get there, the door is locked. And you make a perception check.
Dang, Rook.
You hear some scuttling. You hear some scuttling coming above you. And as you look up in the darkness, you see this gray shape with 8 legs bending out. And it's going to try attacking you.
Ew.
That's going to be so we have 15 to hit.
So I would also just like to Deku, are we still bickering and just chilling? Like, what are we doing?
I think at this point we're just kind of going through the town, getting
having a good day.
Getting some corn dogs.
Corn dog. Oh, I'm a big corn dog guy. You know me.
Let me resolve this hit and we'll come over to you.
We're gonna go get some corn dogs.
Does a 15 hit you, Dwight?
It does.
We're on a little date.
You're gonna take 3 points of piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Ooh.
And you're gonna
said no.
You're gonna take 3 points of poison damage, and you are poisoned now.
Oh no.
We'll come back to combat for you guys in a minute. Meanwhile,
we're just eating corn dogs.
Meanwhile, back in the bazaar, you see Bill and Pete kind of sitting on like the fountain wall, just eating some corn dogs, looking at some fabrics. Like, you know what? I think you would look really good in that. Yeah, that's a good color for you.
Peter, I think this material would shield your face very adequately.
Yeah, good enough for me. I want to keep this combat going. We'll be there.
Back to combat. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Just a quick pan to us. Just munching on some corn dogs. I think you should go for the go for the brown hat.
All right. Good deal. Oh,
That's a Family Guy cut right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys just going through it, big spider-like creature, and then it just pans to us just eating some corn dogs. Like, I don't know, dude. Do you think she likes me? And then it pans back to you guys.
The fight of our life.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. So Dwight, as a part of being poisoned, you have disadvantage on attack and ability checks. Okay. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks for you from now on. Okay, first up is Rev. Rev, you see this ball kind of fall onto Dwight, and then Dwight's like, I assume, freaking out a little bit.
Can I see Dwight?
You can see him vaguely, yes.
Okay, I cast resistance on Dwight and attempt to make him resistant to poison damage.
Okay. I think you just do that, right? Is that a cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay.
Neat.
Right.
Congrats, you're now resistant to poison damage.
Means you'll take half damage on any poison damage that comes through. You're still poisoned.
Half, Eddie.
Now, I don't know if this makes a difference
so.
to you or not, but in the free rules, it says it reduces total damage by a d4 rather than half. But if we have players' handbook rules, maybe it's
blasphemy.
Okay.
But rule 0, I mean, whatever you want to do.
I mean, right now it's only a d4, so it can be reduced down to 1, but we can do a d4. That's fine.
Okay. That's kind of why I was going for that.
That's resistance spell.
It is.
Hold on. You touch one willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one saving throw of its choice. It can roll the die before or after making the saving throw. The spell then ends. So it doesn't reduce damage from it.
Oh, really?
It can help with a saving throw.
It'd still be useful.
Yeah. Is that what yours says? That's also the legacy rules.
That's not what mine says. Mine says when the creature takes damage of the chosen type, the creature reduces the total damage by 1d4.
Sorry, just want to make sure I have it right. It lasts for a minute. Okay. Yep. Nope. You're right. So it's a D4.
Woo!
Can't be less than 1 though. Okay. So that's your turn. Anything else?
Wait, I want to keep doing stuff.
Do things.
Go on, do it then.
I have War Priest, which means I can make an attack with a weapon as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I can do it 3 times until we short rest and it resets.
Okay.
So I would like to attack the whatever just fell on top of Dwight.
You would like to attack the spider that's on Dwight's face. Got it. Go for it. Make sure to hit him real good with the hammer.
Whabam!
That hits. That hits.
Very good.
It's a very thick spider, so you for its turn, it's going to do a retaliatory bite onto Dwight's face.
Ow.
Poor bite, that's terrible.
All right, that is only an 8 to bite, which I think misses you, right?
That does miss.
You kind of like bop it with your hands, trying to fight with this thing. And it's going to hit you for 15 on a kind of a claw.
That unfortunately does.
Spider hand. That's only 1 point of damage.
Could be worse.
Your turn though.
All right. I am going to turn into a wolf.
Oh, okay.
To kill spiders.
Wolves kill spiders.
Would you like to attack the wolf or attack the spider?
I would like to attack the spider. I'm going to use let's see.
Scratch it back, claw it back.
Bite. I also get pack tactics, which technically gives me advantage on an attack roll, but I have disadvantage. So how does that work?
So it's a flat roll.
Okay. All right.
Why do you have disadvantage?
He's poisoned.
Poison.
Oh, that's right.
Heck. Let's see. I'm not sure. I forget how to do attack under when
Just
I'm
roll with the
transformed.
dice. Nope,
Roll
just roll
with
with the
dice, okay.
dice. And then it's adding your. So you have the stat block up for the wolf, right?
Hey, can we do a quick pan back to after this turn? Quick pan back to Deku and I.
Yeah, we will in just a second.
After this turn.
Oh no!
Oh, oh
The dice were
no!
telling a story. Now they're telling a different one.
Yeah, you turn into a wolf, and you go to bite it, but you don't see it anymore. Where did this thing go? Anyway, so we pan back to Bill and Pete.
I like to imagine we're just sitting there like playing with we just got new toys, so we're like ting, ting, and then
sparring.
Yeah, we're not sparring, but just like that, like really slow, like because we don't want to damage our new.
Getting a feel for the new
Pete,
stuff.
Pete. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
No, they're soft. I'm not
Yeah,
hitting him.
I know.
We're
Make
hitting
an
each
attack roll.
other's.
Make an attack roll. Make an attack roll.
Just
Do it.
The DM said.
I really don't wanna.
That doesn't
You get out
hit.
and you try to do this flurry, and then you're trying to be really fancy, like you're trying to put on a show, but you end up slightly turned around. You turn back and Matt or Bill, make an attack roll.
No, we're not hitting each other.
I know what you're doing.
I might swing real hard. Do I have that weapon in my?
Bill's gonna miss and hit me really hard.
Just do the thing. Trust me.
Oh,
It's still just it's still the same plus, right?
Yeah, but
yes, yeah.
Come on. I'm gonna get hit.
This
Pin,
yeah, so
pin
this
back. Pin back.
you start swinging this around and it's kind of pulling you off center a bit. But you catch yourself and you bring it down. You don't hit Pete, but you smash it into the ground. Doesn't do any damage to the halberd, but
But the tree
gotta get
got
used
cut
to this
down.
weight.
So both of us should kind of like sit there for a second, like.
Yeah, you take a look at each other. You go.
We sit
Anyway,
down
back
and start
to,
eating our corn dogs again.
Perhaps
Back
we
to
were getting a
Dwight.
little carried away.
Yeah,
We really shouldn't be so reckless out in public like this. However, these are cool new. Our
These are
equipment
pretty
is
cool,
It is
right?
cool.
As we pan back to the dark cellar,
We're having a great
Dwight.
time.
Dwight, your wolf form is like looking around, and you feel this scratching on your back as the spider crawls up on top of your head. And Rev, it's your turn.
Ooh, it's right behind me, isn't it? Sorry, go on. Couldn't resist.
He's right behind me, isn't he? This may be not the most intelligent thing to do, but I'm actually going to see if I can check for other spiders. How many spiders are there?
Oh, sure. Go ahead and do an investigation check. Not more than you can see right now.
Just the one spider?
Just the one right now.
Okay.
This
I'm
is how
gonna
I am
use
when I
my,
find a spider in my basement too.
I'm gonna use War Priest
Hey,
to do
what
the
house are they in again? Sorry.
Housed
I
up on
keep
the hill.
interrupting. Or-
War
You're gonna do
Priest.
what?
I'm gonna War Priest it.
That doesn't require you to have cast a spell, right?
No, it's just 3 times per short rest.
Okay, cool. Do an attack then.
We macing it up in here, folks. Does an 8 hit the spider?
It does not.
Okay.
It does not hit Dwight's wolf form either this time. Dwight, the spider's going to go ahead and try biting you. That is a 17 to hit. That hits.
Yeah, it is.
That is going to be 2 piercing damage and 1 poison damage.
Bing, bing.
And then his other attack is going to miss. All right, Dwight, your turn.
I'm going to do something crazy and try to bite it, but I just realized I have +4 to hit. Does that change with my disadvantage plus advantage? How does that work?
You're a wolf, right? You're just a wolf.
Yeah. Yeah. It says bite melee weapon attack +4 to hit.
No, that doesn't
It
affect
wouldn't
your
matter.
advantage, but you get that +4 on both rolls.
Yeah. So this is the legacy monster. Give me regular monsters.
Oh.
Oh, do I have the?
Is this a
Spell
dire
version?
wolf or what? What kind of wolf is this?
It
Just
just
a
says
1/4 wolf.
wolf.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, medium beast, unaligned.
Yep. So bite is a +4 to hit. So because you have pack tactics, you get to roll 1d20 +4.
Okay, cool. All right. So 15. Does a 15 hit?
That hits. That does hit. Yes.
All right. So that's 2d4 +2 piercing damage. So d4, and then if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 Strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
It does not really matter. As you kind of shake it off, and you bite the head clean off of that spider.
Oh yes, excellent.
Yeah, it's
Permanently
prone.
prone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're out of combat. You've been harassed. You are still poisoned. You're feeling a little yuck. Gross.
I'm gonna transform back into an elf.
All right. We flash back to the guys in the courtyard. What are they doing now?
We're on a swing.
You're on a swing.
A swing.
We found a park. Peter,
is
I'll show you how high I can push you.
I love this.
Anyway, back to the cellar.
We're gonna have one crazy night at the bar, by the way. This is gonna...
I would like to give Dwight one of the potions that are in my backpack.
Oh. All right, you are down to less than you have 3 health potions and 3 health potions. Sorry,
Right.
2 and 3. So it's
Well,
not.
I bought one last time, so I have 3 and 3
Oh,
again.
all right. So 3 and 3. All right. So an odd number, it's going to be a health potion. If it's an even number, it's going to be a health potion.
You're gonna whistle.
Okay. You give him a health potion.
Here, Dwight. Sorry about the spider, but here, take this.
Thank you. I could use it. That was certainly an unexpected turn of events. I will uncork it and drink it without hesitation. And
Hold on. Don't you tell me what I know.
I don't know what you know. That's the
I
crazy
don't know.
That's the
What
scary
I don't
part.
know even.
Hold on. I got to find it.
I've never used a health potion, I don't think. Let's see here.
I think what we did is we just rolled a D whatever, and then just to add that.
What do you roll?
I don't remember. What's the roll?
No, we'll
What's the
wait till the
health pot?
DM tells us what to roll.
Yeah.
Let's just start rolling things.
Honestly, let's fill his screen so he doesn't know what we're doing.
All right, rolling a D100. Let's go.
The best way to take to get in your DM's good side is to just start rolling things without being prompted.
I can do that.
He rolls things without being prompted.
Yeah, and he rolls
for
a
thee,
lot
not
of
for
things.
me.
He rolls a fistful of dice.
Yeah, he rolls a lot of them. Yeah.
I'd like to scratch my elbow. Okay.
Yeah.
Scratch your elbow.
Rolls
Turns out fine.
12 dials. Yeah.
What was the alternative there? What would have happened?
Trust me, you don't want to know.
There we go.
Tendinitis.
That's for the DM to know.
Just scabbing blood to death.
Anyway,
He's writing that down, isn't he?
What? I haven't even been listening to you chuckle.
Say it. Say it.
I need you
Chucklehead.
to make a Constitution saving throw.
You got
Oh
this.
no.
I think he's talking to you, Bill. I think he pushed you way too high.
I was pushing you.
Oh, you were
Good.
pushing me? Okay.
Good work. You save.
Who's pushing who on the swing? They're dying.
You take. You take. You take 2 points of damage.
Oh, 2 points of healing damage, like +2.
-2.
2 points of healing damage? Yes, yes.
Yeah, the green damage.
Your character would have taken it and really felt unwell in the tummy. Like really unwell that it took 2 points of damage.
Oh.
So it's poison damage. So it might be hard to distinguish it between the spider's venom, honestly, so it's maybe hard to exactly tell.
Is he still under the resistance spell? Does that matter to anybody?
You know
Yeah,
what?
that
It
is
would.
supply.
It would.
Yes.
So you only take 1 point of damage.
I saved you,
Good
Rook.
looking out. Thank you.
Is Rook that close to
I
dying?
finish downing the potion and then I give an uncertain look to.
Oh, but you would have
Rev.
been at disadvantage for that roll. So roll another one.
You're right. Uh-oh.
But wait, there's more.
'Cause
Oh
you were
no.
poisoned.
Yo.
Would you like to use your D4?
Be a good
I
time.
would. I would like to actually.
Better to have it and not need
It
it.
doesn't. Yeah, Aaron just hit you with the. It doesn't help.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
It doesn't
Okay.
help.
You still only take 1 damage.
Yes. Good looking out, Mark. I down the rest of the potion. I give an uncertain look to Rev. I don't feel any better. In fact, I'm not sure if I feel worse. What was in this potion?
oh, you know what? Was that one of those potions we got off the side of the road from the shifty cat salesman?
Oh. I discard the bottle on the floor.
On the floor. Smash.
I wonder how long he's had those in stock. I bet they're expired by now.
Are you guys still there?
Oh, Lauren,
Child.
I forgot about you. Are you okay?
I could really use some help.
Which I tried the door.
It's locked. Well, it's not locked. It's stuck.
She locked
It's
herself
on-
in. That
like the-
jerk.
The doorknob works.
Yeah, it turns, but you go to push on it and
Lydia, are you in there?
yes. Where's here?
are you-
I'm in the basement.
Are you near the door?
No.
Okay, good. I'm gonna try to bust down the door. Okay, make sure you're not near the door.
Okay.
All right, I try to shoulder the door.
Make an attack roll with unarmed attack. Make an unarmed attack at the door.
I think I have unarmed strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably got it.
You take 2 points of shoulder pain damage. That's gonna hurt.
That's some shoulder pain.
That's gonna hurt.
You know what's good for shoulder pain?
The other shoulder.
What?
No, I was gonna quote Step Brothers, but then I remembered this was a family friendly stream.
That's right. You tell him.
It did not budge, and it hurt a little bit to run into the wall.
Dwight, I'm worried this door is pretty well stuck. I think there might be something blocking it.
Perhaps. The spider venom has me all out of sorts. I'm going to take a step back and I'll say, stand aside. Let me try. And I'm going to make a running kick at the door.
Okay, make an
like
unarmed attack at the door with disadvantage.
Oh,
I would
disadvantage.
prefer you to say hiya.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, shame about the disadvantage.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes.
It's just a door.
It's not a very strong door.
The freaking door, man.
That's
All right.
It just says one.
You
it's not
you
a
run
roll.
in-
It just says damage start.
you run and kick, and you put a little bit of a dent in the wood.
Seems to be working. Let me try that again. I will take a step back.
No,
And
but
I will
that's
make
so in
another-
character.
Another kick.
With
Seems to
disadvantage.
be working. Aw.
Oh,
No.
You run up and you you go to jump and kick, but you accidentally slip on a little bit of the spider that's there, and you lose your footing. You don't necessarily crash into the door or get hurt, but you don't succeed. Rev, you want to try something?
Well, I'm gonna have to try something. Lydia, are you still in there?
Yes, I'm waiting very patiently.
I haven't gone anywhere. Her leg still hurts.
Leg's still very hurt.
I'm losing a lot of blood.
Yeah,
A lot of
but you're in
blood.
there, right? Are you near the door?
I'm not near the door. I didn't move.
Just recycle the entire encounter.
Help! Mother! Anyway, the spider respawned.
Oh no!
Oh no.
The corpse fades away. A new spider
God.
appears.
He's gone.
Can I tell what material the door's made out of?
Wood.
Dwight, I hate to say it, but I think we have to burn down the door.
What?
The house is made of wood.
The busted down house.
Peter, I have a feeling that our great day is going to be disrupted somehow.
Congratulations.
This child burned in a house fire. What?
I didn't ask how big
Rev.
the room was. I said I cast fireball.
Hey, is there like is there ice cream in this world, by the way? 'Cause Bill and I are getting ice cream.
Let's get ice cream.
We're getting ice cream.
Oh my god.
For once, we're not bickering. We're out here pushing each other on a swing, getting ice cream.
Man, they've really been gone
Having
for a while.
day.
We're on a
Yeah.
little date.
Is it? What time of day is it at this point?
It is now getting pretty late in the
I
afternoon.
physically unplugged my headset right when you said that. What was that?
Well, that's why you'll understand exactly what I said.
No. What time of day is it, please?
Getting later
it's
in the
now
day.
late. It's getting later in the day. Yeah.
It's getting later in the day.
It's like
Like
if you took off at noon, it's like getting to be like 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock or so. Okay. We've already had corn dogs and ice cream. Bill, what else you want to go do, man? I mean, I know a couple of places around here, but like, do anything else? We're having a good day. I'm actually pretty happy with this.
Are you familiar with any
Yeah.
performers around the area?
Ooh, we could go to the inn. I think there's a bard playing tonight.
Well, what are
Wanna
we
go a little
doing?
early? Get nice seats.
What are we doing? Still standing here talking about it? Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go get some good seats for the bard. All right. I'm
we-
sure the guys will catch it. They're probably out there having a drink already.
I
Let's
think
go,
if we save them a seat, if they're not already there, we can save them a seat.
yeah,
They'll be so appreciative.
let's do that.
The
So we're
inn
gonna go-
gets
we're gonna
so
go to the
busy,
tavern.
doesn't it?
All right, what are you gonna try? Are you trying to burn the door down?
I just suggested it to Dwight. I'm not the one that burns things down.
Dwight?
Now, ordinarily, Rev, I would agree with you, but considering the lack of proper ventilation in the area, I'm not sure it would be prudent.
I'm up for ideas, Dwight, if you got anything.
Well, my sickle seemed to work on the last door, so let me try that again. I will take out my sickle and attack the door.
This seems to be
Okay.
working. I'll do it again.
To be fair, canonically, he hit the door with his sickle the same time Rev did, so yeah, he thinks it works real well. Yeah, you hit.
Oh, sweet. I didn't think that would.
Interesting.
Another one
You
damage.
did 1 sickle damage.
It's kind of stuck in there again, but not as deep.
I try to dislodge it.
You do.
Okay.
Rev, you want to try
Good.
doing something?
I suppose if it worked last time, I'll smack it with my mace.
Hit it with the mace.
Whop hat.
That hits.
Blammo.
Boom! As you hit it, you find the right spot in the door to basically fell and shatter it. So it crumbles. Now after the couple of hits you guys have put into it, and you see there's a couple of fallen beams that are like this, blocking the doorway. It would have been real hard to push. Not impossible, but real hard to push.
Are
But you
those
can.
beams holding up anything, or are they just kind
It
of
looks
collapsed?
like that's part of the reason the portion by the door was extra sturdy. Yeah, they were helping hold open the door.
Can I try to push those beams out of the way?
You can try and make a strength or make an athletics check.
I'm so athletic.
Nope.
Dwight, I'm afraid these beams are stuck.
Hmm.
Do you have anything you can transform into to maybe be smaller and get through here?
And there are some gaps. You might be able to pull yourself through, kind of like how Dwight did before, if you wanted to try pulling yourself up and in.
Yeah.
I can try. I'll have to warn the child that I won't be approaching her in my elf form. Child, can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard something break. Are you guys down here? Was that
Yes,
you?
we're,
Please tell me that was you.
it was us. Yes. Now, child,
I
remain
can't feel my.
calm. Remain calm. Your feet will be fine. I'm most likely. I'm going to transform into a snake, and I am going to.
What?
I'm going to transform into a snake.
I don't like
and
snakes.
Well, I'm not really a snake. I'm an elf. You'll see. I'll transform back once I reach you. But don't be alarmed and don't try to attack me as I approach.
Oh, okay.
I transform into a snake and I slither forward.
You do so very easily.
All right. And do I reach the child then on the other side?
Is she in that room? Or we gotta keep going. We fight more spiders and doors.
Doors have been the biggest.
Struggle with
issue.
doors.
Biggest obstacle today.
This is this a poisonous snake?
No, it's a constrictor.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah, it just does bite and constrict.
Okay, constrictor snake. It has blind sight. Okay. So yes, blind sight. You can see this. Yeah, so as you get in to that room, you sense that there is a ton of rubble around. You don't necessarily sense the child directly in that room, but you do pick up on heat signatures from your thermal detection back. And again, this is, remember how the room was when you first walked in and there was a bunch of those holes, right? There was a room with a door shut to your left and a room to the far back end that was open. You get the sense that she is back in that back room.
I proceed slithering toward the room that I think is the best guess.
As you round the corner, you see a hole in the ceiling that had fallen down, and there is a pile of rubble in there in the mix. You see a small child who has their leg pinned underneath a beam, who has kind of blood on her leg, blood on her head. She's dirty, messy. She's just kind of a mess right now. And as she sees you come in the room, she lets out a scream, but then catches herself. Are you the elf man?
I transform back into my elf.
Oh.
I think I would hate that more.
That was kind of cool. Can you
Yes,
help me?
I don't hear that often enough. Yes, right, to the matter at hand. And then I focus and I try lifting the beam off her leg.
All right, make an athletics check.
Be an athlete, Rook.
Oh.
It's really hard. It's heavy. It's stuck in there.
You guys are rolling like shit.
I know. I don't know what
When it
I used up all
matters.
my good rolls earlier.
You can attack all the doors up there and save all the deck saves, but we can't lift the
You're
beam.
right.
The
Rev, what are you
storytelling.
gonna be doing? You're back at the door.
Dwight, did you find her?
Yes, she's in here.
I'm gonna try to sneak through the beams to
All right,
see if I can get in there.
make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna try to sneak through, so I'm gonna acrobatics it, I think.
Okay.
Not like stealthily, but you know what I mean. Just like
Yeah. You're using more of your limberness and experience, not your brute strength. Finesse versus brute. Yeah, easy enough. You pull yourself up. You kind of lean your body, contort a bit, put the shield back. Yeah, you're able to get in pretty easily.
yeehaw.
And again, you do see it's a rubble-filled room. It is not a safe place to play.
I approach.
You do, yeah, easy enough. You find Dwight in the back, with the
Okay.
girl.
I cast guidance on Dwight,
Okay,
and then
Dwight, you have disadvantage, but you do get a D4 bonus to whatever you roll.
Okay.
Dwight, help me try to pick this thing up. Can we tag
Yes,
team
go
the
ahead.
pulling the beam up?
Sure, Dwight, why don't you go ahead and roll a flat roll one time, no advantage, because normally doing it in tandem would help, and then add a D4.
All right.
And unfortunately,
7.
you guys give it a huff, but Dwight, you're feeling the effects of the poison, making you a little woozy. You're not quite able to get her up. You guys want to try again?
I don't see
Yes.
why not. Lexi, stay calm. We're gonna try to fix this for you.
Okay. Be careful when you lift it. That last time it started to pinch a bit. All right. Give it a go.
All right.
Athletics. Hey, there you go. Plus a D4.
It's a D4. 18.
You guys gather all your strength and you lift it up and you protect it. You make sure that none of the rubble's gonna fall back on her. And she gives out a wince. Ah! Ow! My leg. But you're now holding it up, Rev, as you kind of have. You take it over. Dwight, are you gonna pick her up and take her?
Yes, very awkwardly, in an unnatural sort of grip, I'm going to pick up the child like a sack of potatoes and drag her to safety.
Okay. Yeah. As soon as she clears, Rev, you can drop the fallen rubble and it lands on the ground. All right, you have her in your arms, Dwight and Rev. Oh, thank you guys so much.
Dwight, how do we get back out of here?
That's a good question. You can't turn into a snake, can you?
No. I'm gonna try to once again move those beams that are blocking that door, because I think after that we have a clear path out.
Okay.
I'm going to use Cure Wounds on the child.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay. Very good.
The child's able
roll
to
for
escape, and now you guys are trapped in there.
No, don't worry, we got her. We're also here, but
Very good.
13.
Yeah. You see her leg kind of like heal, like the wound closes. Ah, my leg doesn't hurt as much. Honestly, I think I might be able to walk on it.
I set her down on her legs without checking or testing.
Let's test that theory.
Kids that heal fast, the resilient group.
they are.
You're right.
We flash back to Bill and Pete at the bar. And you have there's actually there's two bards up on the stage. They both have kind of lutes, and they're kind of playing with each other, like doing some back and forth riffs.
Oh, what are they singing?
Well, they're not really singing. They're actually just doing more of a kind of lyre performance right now.
Can you recreate it for me?
No, get bent. But you guys have some ales and some fried potato wedges are kind of served at the table, and you guys are enjoying it. They're really good.
These potato wedges are fantastic.
See,
Oh,
I like
yes.
their potato
They are
wedges,
really
but their
good.
onion rings are chef's kiss. They do this thing called like a bloomin' onion.
Do you refer to a flower?
Kind of.
But it's an onion.
It looks like a flower, but it's fried.
How do
Super
they
good.
fry it? What do they do?
So they put some seasoning on it and some batter, and then they I don't know. I don't work there. I just heard that it came from another town over. I think their inn was called the Outback or something like that. and so we're just gonna talk about food and stuff while these guys are still going through
I mean,
it.
if this inn has these bloomin' onions of which you speak, why aren't we having them now?
They can't actually legally do blooming onions, but they can do these things called onion petals that are like similar but different.
Yeah, they're getting onion petals for the
Roadhouse.
Garrett constantly wanting to bring real establishments into my fake world. Thank you.
Always.
We pan back.
They're not real.
Onion wedges, it is.
Onion wedges.
Server, we would like that.
Rev, go ahead and make an athletics check. Would you like to give yourself guidance? You can give yourself guidance.
Yeah, I'll guidance myself. I might as well. What's the worst that can happen? Okay, that was always allowed.
Okay, then that was always allowed.
You grab it. You put a foot up on the wall. You're able to. Yep, you're able to pull it free. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yikes. 11 total.
Yep. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the timber falls on top of you.
Ouch.
You're able to get yourself out of there. You're in your own way, but you did take points of damage as a result of having the rubble fall on you. But you did clear the floor.
Dwight, I think I've got a path clear here. I think we're ready to go.
Excellent. Child, let us
Dwight,
proceed.
can you collect the child? I don't know if it's a good idea for her to be walking.
Very well. I unceremoniously pick up the child once again like a sack of potatoes and proceed.
Thank you. You guys walk up, back through the spider basement, and you make your way up to the main floor. And you see the room that has all the holes off to your left, and then straight ahead of you there is a door that's shut.
Oh, that's the door we never went into.
Right.
I say we just go right back the way we came in, because we know that there's a safe path there.
I concur. And I go back the way I came, although I think we came in different directions. But hearing what Rev says, I just proceed where I came in.
All right. You carefully watch your steps, trying to remember where you stood before. Now, you did knock down a support while you were down there, so it might be a little different. Who's leading the way?
I will be with the child.
Oh no.
Smart.
Oh no.
Why do you guys put me in these positions? Okay. You step out. You try and Rev. You're trying to like guide his steps on where to go out the main hole that you came through. You got to get through 15 feet worth of space. The first time your foot finds the footing it needs, it creaks, but it doesn't give. You make it to the midpoint. Settles a bit. That was close. You gotta make one more step, one more portion of the floor, and then you're free. Safe. And you and Lydia make it across the floor.
Excellent.
And Rev, I assume you're kind of right behind them too, so I'll just give you the same rules. You guys, now at dusk, make it back to the outside of this house.
Well, that was an adventure.
I set the child down unceremoniously again. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Bill and Pete, let's cut over to you. As you guys are in there,
3
you
meets
see-
deep.
make a perception check.
Okay.
3 meets deep for Pete. Pete, you have disadvantage on your
3
perception checks.
It's meats.
All right. I meant 1, officer.
I meant 1. I like to think that since we'd been at the inn or at the bar, we'd been having a reasonable paced amount of meads.
Yeah, you're good. Guys,
You
both of you
have
make perception
been.
checks.
Yeah, you have been. There you go, buddy. It don't get worse than that.
Yep.
that was
you're
a
like-
1.
Whoa! Play Wonderwall. But
Well, now who's bringing up real things?
Bill, you notice that there it looks like in the door runs a middle-aged woman, dark brown hair, kind of tattered smock, plain clothes, runs in and is looking pretty worried and goes to the barkeep. It looks like she's running up to the barkeep. You see her go to a couple other strangers in the back. It looks like she's pretty frazzled.
Peter, that woman over there, do you see her? She looks a bit distressed. Peter, open your eyes.
They are open.
It's so relatable. If we could be cousins, it's so relatable.
Just where?
They are.
I like to think I'm not even looking the right direction.
The other way, son. You see her there. And now I'm just like pointing, like arm over his shoulder. Peter, I know
Yeah,
you.
there's women in.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a bar, dude. It's a bar. There's gonna be women. All right?
Peter,
You
the
gotta
one-
act normal.
the
all
one
right? If
that
you
doesn't
wanna
look
talk
like
to a
she's
woman,
having fun, son.
Pete, make
Yeah,
a
Most
history
women
check
don't have
with,
that much fun at the bars. Okay, what?
Make a history check with disadvantage. You can still have your banter.
Yeah, a lot of women don't have that much fun at the bars. All right. How do? There you go. I thought the 7 was going to be as bad as it gets. Mm-mm. All right.
It can always be worse.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
Open your
Bill,
eyes.
If you want to talk to a chick, just let me. I'll wingman you, dude.
So you do, surprisingly, despite your inebriation, and your good vibes, you do know this woman. Her name is Matilda Clinton, and she runs a small tailor in town that you would have taken. And people tend to get cloth goods and
I've
linens
stolen
and
shit
such.
from her. What do you want?
Oh, you do see her.
Well, there's women. I'm just assuming it's the one up there.
The one that you know her.
I've been in this village for a couple years. I know people.
I guess it's not that big of a village. Well,
You want me to talk to her for you?
no, Peter, she doesn't look like she's having fun like we are. We should see what the matter is. She's
go up and ask her if she wants to dance.
Hey, Peter, she looks
I'm
frantic.
not gonna do this for you. I feel like you should have done this by now.
Peter, all right, fine, son. I'll go do it.
All right.
You keep these.
I'm just gonna go get him, Tiger. Yeah.
keep my spot warm because these are good seats.
All right, I'm gonna sit in his chair now and be like, "It's warm." as he walks away, just it's warm. Engine's still running.
All right, yeah.
You
So
walk up and, it's loud. It's hard to hear, but she's clearly like she's going between people and people. Are you trying to make contact with her?
Yeah, just kind of like wiggling my way towards her, but yeah, eventually to get up to her.
You kind of wave at her, and she looks at you. She comes over. She's, "Please, sir, you haven't seen my daughter, have you? She's been missing for several hours now. She should have been home by now. You haven't seen a little girl running around?"
Ma'am, I apologize. I haven't seen your daughter today.
Oh, she's been gone for too long. She was supposed to be back by now.
What does she look like?
Well, she's about 6 or 7. She's got brown hair. She was out playing with some friends, and then I don't know. I was working today. She's supposed to be home by now.
You've got this,
Lydia.
man.
Her name's Lydia. She was supposed to be home by now. You haven't seen her, have you?
You say her name is Lydia.
Is it Lydia or Lilia?
Did I say Lilia? I think. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I just wanted the notes to be consistent. I was gonna go back and change them.
Lilia.
Lilia. Okay.
I put her character sheet away while I had all the combat stuff. But yes, it's Lilia.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I would be happy to help you look for your daughter, but I haven't seen her all day. Do you know where she plays with her friends?
I'm gonna walk up behind him and try and do the really drunk wingman. Be like, "Good guy right here, top of the line. Have you seen his halberd he got today?
It is an impressive halberd.
You should see it. Just saying,
you should see it.
Ma'am, I understand that this is a stressful situation. I do. Don't mind him. We've been having a fantastic day. We haven't had one of those in a long time.
It's okay. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. She should have been home.
Where does she
if you
play?
haven't seen her, it's fine. I will go. I will keep looking in town. Maybe someone else has seen her.
Does she often venture far from home?
No, they usually play at the park and run around the square and throw stones at the Shrine of Luck and kid things.
Oh, to be young again.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Well, hopefully she hasn't gotten in trouble. I need to go look.
If you need anything from us, well, my friend may be intoxicated. This is pretty much baseline for him. So
thank you.
We would be happy to. We would be happy to go and look for you if.
I lived here 2 years. Didn't know they had Chinese.
She's like, okay, well, no one in here is helping me. I'm going to go outside and look. Thanks for trying to help, but I need to find her.
Again.
You're welcome.
Happy to help if you want us to search, but you just let us know, ma'am.
Would you be willing to help search?
We would. Peter, we're needed.
On stage?
No, not on stage, son. We need to look for
signed us up for karaoke.
maybe we can be last in line. That sounds fun. But
It's a long list, dude. I signed
oh,
this up when we
good.
got here.
That's fortunate. We need to go find this woman's daughter.
Yeah, how old is she?
Around 7 or 8, I think she said.
I don't want to do that no more. I'm back out of that. Not catching a case there. Did you get her address?
Peter, she's been gone all day.
No, did you get her mailing address? Did you get that?
Where?
Did you get the digits?
The lady.
I'm oblivious to this scenario.
The lady has left, Bill.
Has she? Okay.
Well,
let's go. I'll wingman you on this, all right?
Peter, it's not like that.
Yet.
You know, I guess fine. Yet.
How long's it been, old man? How long's it been?
Oh my God.
I'm just oblivious to this scenario, man.
Peter,
I'm so drunk.
on 3 mead, son.
Hey, that's all you saw.
Are you guys gonna go? Are you gonna go out, Bill, or are you guys gonna stay inside?
Hey, I'll follow you, Bill.
Yeah, let's go outside.
We've got good seats.
Oh, you're right, son. Perhaps we will be able to have good seats later too.
All right. Let's go.
Your food and drink are still on the table. You haven't necessarily paid your bill yet, so
I've got it right here, man. We're bringing it with.
Perhaps the barkeep will save our seats for us.
Dude, if you've got to ask him though, because if I ask, he's gonna say no. But if you ask, yes.
Fine. I'll approach the barkeep.
Okay.
Excuse me, son. Or ma'am, whoever I'm actually talking to. I would have gotten, it correct.
You remember it's Toblin, Toblin Stonehill, the owner of this fine establishment.
Excuse me, Toblin.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you? What can I do you for?
Well, Peter is,
No, shh.
I'm curious. My companion and I, we got here early to watch the bards, and, we're having a fantastic time, but a woman just came through here frantically asking for...
Yeah, Matilda. She's
that her name?
Time finding her daughter. Yeah, I'd go help her, but I'm working.
We offered to go help as well. Well, at least I did. I'm wondering, because, we got here early to have good seats to watch the bards. I'm curious if, you could keep our seats warm for us while we go help look for her daughter.
Make a persuasion check.
Nice.
Please?
Please? Oh, that was not very persuasive.
It on my screen, it landed on 1 and then twirled on 1. Just to taunt me.
He goes, listen, I can't leave the bar. I'm not gonna hold your seat, but listen, if they're open, they're open,
I guess it doesn't hurt to ask, right?
That's right. Thanks for coming. You paid your bill, right?
Well, if not, we're going to be coming back.
Well, I'll put it on your room anyway.
That's fair. Well, hopefully the seats will be back or available. Peter, let's go.
I'm gonna spill some shit on the table, so that it takes longer for them to clean it up. I've had people do that.
Make a performance.
That's
check.
disgusting.
Oh, it's incredible.
Performance.
Yeah, we performing.
Oh, it's disgusting. It's gonna take. They're gonna avoid it. Until they have to.
They're gonna try and get the busboy to do it, but he's gonna see it and be like, "I'm not doing that."
for sure. Okay. You guys walk outside, and you do see Matilda talking to somebody out in the streets, just looking for everything.
Peter.
It's now been you've been in there for like an hour and a half now. It's late. It's about dusk.
Not quite dark.
Not quite dark.
Peter, where do you, if you were a child and went out playing with your friends all day and didn't come home, where would you be stuck?
Probably.
Make a history check.
Okay.
Being that this was your home.
No, I came here a couple years ago.
Right, but I know that you can think like a child.
You recall that Elmar's youngest daughter would constantly play in some of the fields out around their house. Plenty of open space for games.
If I was a child who grew up here, I would probably be digging for coins in the Shrine of Luck, getting a couple of coins. But I know the Elmars have a lot of property. It's like a big yard, and they play foosball or something out there. I don't know. But they play stick rock back there. I don't know what's canonically in here. They play stick and rock back there.
I remember playing stick and rock when I was a child.
Yeah, dude, stick and rock was awesome. I could throw the rock 90 miles an hour. I'm telling you.
I bet you could throw it right over that mountain over there.
I would have been in the Neverwinter, semis if it wasn't for my shoulder. But
injuries happen, son.
So they play stick and rock back there, but if it was me, I'd be getting coins out of the Shrine of Luck because that's free money, dude.
Right. Perhaps let's start with the field and see if.
But the shrine's right there, dude. We could take so much money out of that.
Son, didn't you leave money there earlier today?
I'm gonna steal 5 silver pieces out of Bill's pocket when he's not looking.
Son, I'm looking at you.
No, you're not.
Make a sleight of hand with disadvantage.
And he's hammered. Super disadvantage.
I would like him to roll against me, please.
He gets +7.
I would like him roll against me. Please.
He doesn't need to. With a 13, he sees you.
I'm
Peter,
still gonna take it.
You have plenty of money. Come on, son.
No, come on. You don't need that.
Peter, if I give you this 5 silver, will you help me find this woman's daughter?
As you guys are bickering out in front, we'll pan over to Dwight and Rev, who are now coming up the street.
They're gonna show up by the time we figure it out.
And
hey, we did it!
You guys notice out in front of Stonehill, you see you see 4 individuals. You see a man and a woman talking, and you see your compatriots doing some stuff.
Hey, is that her daughter? You still owe me that 5 silver. But if that's her daughter, you still owe me that 5 silver, dude.
Peter, I think that the 5 silver that you left at the shrine earlier today may have paid off. I think that's who we're looking for. Quick, we should take credit for this.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Hold on. Hey, go get the kid. I'll go get her. Go get the kid. I'll go get her.
Perhaps
they look tired. Go
perhaps,
get the kid.
Peter, maybe we should do this the other way around.
No, they'll never give me a kid, dude. Dude, they'll never hand that to me. But you're strong. They look tired. Go say you'll carry it.
That's very flattering. All right, I'll head towards
and I'm gonna go to her.
Dwight.
And I'm gonna go to her. And I'm gonna like
All right.
stand behind her and like watch Bill and wait for Bill to like get the kid from them. Yeah.
So Rev and Dwight, you carrying Lilia right now have Bill approaching you.
Friends, where have you been? We haven't seen you all day.
We've had a long day, Bill. I tell you.
What happened, my friend? Tell me.
There was a broken down house with a venomous spider in it. I'm still poisoned after that battle. I drank a potion from Rev, which wasn't really a healing potion, and we managed to save this child. And I healed her. But where were you two this whole time?
Well, we split off. We thought that you two went to do your own in-town shopping or day of relaxation. So Peter and I did the same thing.
We were fighting for our lives.
I wish I would have known, my friend. I would have been there for you.
I know you would have, Bill, but now that you're here, can you help us out?
Here, yes. Is this... there's not a chance that this is Lilia, is it?
How in the world did you know that this is Lilia?
How did you know?
In fact, we encountered her mother, who's frantically looking for her.
Lilia, did you hear that? My friend Bill knows where your mom is.
Oh, sorry. That's my part.
Yeah, Aaron, you're Lilia.
It's like, oh shit. Who's Lilia? Why aren't they talking? You've seen my mom?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn around and like tap Matilda on the shoulder.
Yes, my dear. She's near the inn. We should go there now. She's worried sick for you.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
All right, just a little bit further, Lilia. Follow us.
But you're carrying her, I assume, right? Or have you put her down now?
He put her down before we came back last time.
Does she look like she's tired?
Yeah.
Bill will carry her.
Attaboy, Bill.
Lilia, you look like you're a little worse for wear. Do you mind if I give you a lift? Take a little weight off your feet.
It's been a long day, sure.
Here, sweetheart.
And I'll kind of pick her up. Yeah, because Bill's having a great day.
Uppies.
What kid doesn't like uppies?
Yeah, so...
What do you say to Matilda as they're walking back?
Matilda. Sorry to... Matilda, hey. So, guess what? All right. Guess who found your little girl? Huh?
You found Lilia?
Mm-hmm. Me.
Wait, you did?
Mm-hmm. And the old man. You see him over there? Look, yeah, him and I.
She doesn't even listen to you anymore. She's running past you and she's running towards you, Bill.
Am I able to hear?
No, you're far enough away.
And I'm just back there like, mm-hmm.
Lily is gonna say to you, Bill, can you put me down? I wanna.
Of course, child. Here.
You set her down. They run. She jumps. They hug. It's sweet.
I'm gonna go get our seats back.
Hurry! Go!
She's gonna look at you, Bill. Where did you find her?
Well, it seems that she may have wandered into the... Because Dwight and Bill, or Dwight and Rev said that they found her in the house, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You did say
Dwight
that.
said that.
It would appear that she was playing in the house up the hill there, and my friends were the ones that found her, and...
Lilia Jane, you know you're not supposed to be in that house.
This is only hearsay.
She looks at you two, Rev and Dwight, and You two are the ones who found her?
Well, technically, I found her
Yes.
too.
That's
We,
correct.
We heard her from the bottom of the hill, and well, I shouldn't say we. My friend Dwight heard her, and we ran up to try to find what was going on. It looks like the house may be unstable, may have collapsed, and she got trapped underneath it.
How... Thank you so much. I can't. I don't think there's anything I can do that can thank you nearly enough. She hugs her daughter even tighter. Listen, I don't have much, but I do have something. I know you're tired. Are you staying at the inn tonight?
We
Yeah,
have.
we have
Yes, we
rooms.
are.
Let me do something to help you. I will. Let me take Lilia home. I will be back, and I will. Let me get you something to say thanks. This is nothing I can give you can possibly make up for what you've done, but let me do something.
Well, sure thing. We'll meet you at the Stonehill Inn.
Okay, and she's gonna take off with Lilia. And as Lilia walks away, she turns around and she gives a wave.
I will unnaturally attempt to simulate the correct reaction and wave in an odd way like this.
Bill will do like the grandpa wave, like.
Yep.
I'm glad you're okay.
You guys gonna go into the bar?
Back to the bar. 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 To the bar.
They're gonna come in. I've got the same table, but I'm actually a little like drunk mad right now.
Yeah, you guys go walk in and it's busy. There's a decent band. They slowed it down for this current song. It's not as much as an upbeat banger, but it's still doing well. Good vibes. Let's check vibes. Vibe check. Oh, still vibes are still strong. Yep, vibes are still
Roll
strong.
for vibes.
Yep, you find space at the table you previously had.
Is there
Pete?
4 seats?
There are 2 seats.
Uh-oh. Peter, what is the matter?
We missed our karaoke, dude. They skipped us. We weren't here for it.
That quick?
We're at the bottom of the list now, dude.
Well,
it's gonna be at least an hour and a half before we get up there.
Peter, aren't we going to be here for at the very least that amount of time?
Yeah, but we could have already done it and signed up again. See, that's why you sign up early.
I see. Well, son,
2 songs.
how about we celebrate with we pass the time with another onion wedge?
Okay, hold on. Karaoke's up here, but those onion wedges, they're
Tell you what,
close,
son,
dude.
I'll get the onion wedges.
You
know what? Good swing pusher and onion wedge buyer. Full package. Full package.
All in all, Pete and Bill, for your night of fun and merriment and your day of spending, we'll call that about 6 silver pieces each.
You're a cheap date.
You guys relax. Rev, you and Dwight revel in your afternoon of people watching and spider slaying. After about 45 minutes, Matilda's going to come back to the bar with a package, and she's going to come up to the table and tap on your shoulder, Rev. So this is something I've been working on. It's not extra extravagant, but I do happen to dabble in tailoring, and here, this is a gift for you as a thank you for saving Lilia.
Mighty kind of you. We didn't do it for the payment, but we do appreciate the gesture.
So she hands you a box, and you can look at it later if you'd like, or you want to open it now.
Can I tell if she kind of wants me to open it in front of her to see?
Yeah, she's kind of like standing there looking at it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll start opening it.
Okay, 1 second.
Yes. I hope it's armor.
You open it up and you pull it out, and it is a cloak.
Ooh,
It's a back piece.
it's a back piece. What color is it?
It is a blue and brown cloak with a swirling pattern kind of sewed in, and it has like straightforward brown stitching and edging on the outside. So
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't catch your name.
my name is Matilda.
Matilda, I
Matilda
appreciate the gift. I'm just glad we were able to return Lilia safe to you. And I'm not sure how you knew, but blue is my favorite color.
I did not know that, but I am glad.
Hey, blue's my favorite color too.
You and Bill are up front drinking and singing.
Had a good time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you've got time to spend with your daughter, so I won't keep you long. But next time you need some help, make sure you call Rev's Renegades. We'll be happy to help you out.
The name's not official.
Thank you.
Thanks for welcoming your
She'll turn and leave.
Bill, did you get her address, by the way? Did you get her digits?
It's a small town, son. I think that we can handle that later.
It's a little stalker.
You know, I've been kind of a nomad for long enough that I didn't think about that.
I've got you.
You guys spend your evening until you can no longer stand, maybe literally or physically, metaphorically.
For Dwight, that's about half a beer.
Yep. You guys enjoy each other's company, relax. This was a eventful day off that didn't end up being one at the end of it. For some of you,
it was a
at
day
least.
off, man. That was a day
Pete
off.
and Bill though bonded like crazy, and so maybe they're best friends now.
We're suddenly besties.
As
We're
as
pushing
the day
each other
comes
on
to
a swing.
close, the bar gives a last call, and the night finds each of you. Pete, do you stay at the inn or do you go back to your place?
I'm gonna pass out in the inn's front lawn.
Perfect. This is a old familiar
Yeah.
feeling to you,
I'm
but
right there.
not necessarily unwelcomed.
Yeah.
As sleep comes to you, a good sense of good deed, really meaningful, and saving a life like that comes to you, Rev and Dwight. Potentially Dwight, at least you, Rev. And we'll pick up with you guys coming to life. Maybe for Pete. Maybe he lives tomorrow. Just some Denny's breakfast and he'll be all good. Tomorrow or next time on House of Dargons.
On House of Dargons. Thank you for joining, everybody. We stream this this D&D session, this campaign on Tuesdays at 8:30 Eastern. We were a couple minutes late today, but you know what? We got online and we had a good time. So like and subscribe and follow on Twitch. And until then, we'll see you again next Tuesday for episode 13 of House of Dargons. But until then, thank you for joining, and we will see you again next time on NerdHaus. Bye-bye.
Adios.
See ya.
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs.